my body changed. I feel like me again. Remember that I'm a little bit of a cheater? I feel lean. I feel leaner. I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. Huh, there really was a magic bullet. Hello friends, welcome to our channel where we talk about plant-based eating and living for busy people. I'm in a hotel room today and I've been traveling this week and so full of excitement for what I'm sharing today. And I promise you this will make a difference in your life. If you are like me and have struggled at all with your weight, or I'm 56, so I'm menopausal, and you're struggling to know what to do, to know what kind of a food plan can actually make a difference for you, and what kind of an exercise plan can make a difference for you. What kind of tweaks could you make in a day that could make a difference for you? Maybe you, like me, became a member of the plant-based community and loved it and loved what it did for your body, but still had confusion because things weren't completely solved. The problems weren't completely solved. Well, I'm here to share something today, a program that I have come across. I've mentioned it before, and I have to tell you this. Of several people, the more I talk about this program and the more, which I am not affiliated with, like I don't get any benefits from it, and the more I talk about it, the more advice I'm getting from people that I should not be talking about it so much, because they're telling me that you will just go follow the individual that I'm going to tell you about and not come back here again. So I was getting that advice from people, and I mulled it over and pondered it for a really long time, wondering what to do. But here's the bottom line. Even though we're trying to build something here, to share what we have learned, bottom line is, it wouldn't mean anything if we weren't really sharing the things that help us. And this is at the top of the list. So bottom line, this program we're going to tell you about, we don't benefit from, but you guys, it changed everything. Okay, that is why I'm here. Woo! I might get emotional. All that we ask over here is don't forget us. Please come back to us occasionally, because we've got some ideas that will help you implement what you're finding over there. It's just been such a blessing and a miracle, and we want to just add to that. So don't forget us. If you want some more recipes that will work with the programs over there and things that we've discovered that will make things even easier, come back to us occasionally and check out what we've got. My admiration and appreciation for Allie, who is the founder of plantwise.com, is so big because of what she's done for me. So it's not even hard for me to point you in her direction. It means a lot to me. I've had a chance to meet her a few times, and she's the real deal. She is everything that that she claims to be and that the program claims to be. So anyway, plantwise.com. So now I want to tell you where I was, why I was stuck, and what Plantwise did to help me. Okay, so there I was. I had been plant-based for a number of years. I I am never 100%. And I am never 100% with a program, which makes this even more mind-boggling that this has worked so well for me. But it's because the building blocks and the foundation of it are so incredible and so sound that it gives you wiggle room. And that is important to me. I am always working toward being more dedicated and more disciplined, but I still have work to do there. So that's why this has been so miraculous to me. Anyway, I was stuck. When I had first gone plant-based. I had lost a fair amount of weight, 20 something pounds, and I was excited about that. But then I was stuck and not going anywhere. Then, even worse, I had so many wonderful things happen in my body when I went plant-based that I was discouraged to be at a point where I was starting to feel tired and not as energetic as I had been when I made that first change for a couple of years. And then I had some health problems, which I've talked about in other videos. I was told that I was pre-diabetic and my A1C was high, and I had high blood pressure, and I have never been faithful with an exercise program. I love to hike, which I do regularly in the summer, and I love to walk, which, I try to do regularly. But aside from that, I never had done an exercise program, and I knew that I should probably be looking at that. So there I was, and I was discouraged. And I tried to make a few tweaks with the plant-based eating, like, maybe I need to, just eat more of this or less of that. And but it was like wandering around in the dark. And that is one of the things that the program does for you, is it tailors things specifically for you, while still hanging on to the simplicity of not having you have to do a huge amount of logging or a huge amount of counting calories and other things. It gives you flexibility. It's tailored to you without having to get really micromanagey about things. When you go over to PlantWise, there are several programs offered, and this is something I haven't seen in other places. Many times you will have someone who offers a program that promises to help you lose weight, or that's high protein, it just promises to help you build muscle, or to I don't know, fix a host of things. But PlantWise, they're going to give you the full meal deal. I am still discovering what is available there. I just finally buckled down this morning, and I started the strength training program, and the Pilates beginner program that she offers. Allie is a Pilates instructor, and then the nutrition advice that she gives, I've talked about in other videos. It's astounding. And I jumped onto the Jump Start program, or the first 40-day program, and that is what finally made a difference. I learned about the PlantWise plate. I learned about eating a fruit and a vegetable with each meal. I learned about which one you should eat first. I learned about little tweaks that I can do before and after a meal. Easy things that you can throw into your really busy life, that will make a difference with your blood sugar, that will help you to release weight that has clung forever and ever. They offer emotional eating advice and life coaching, and this is all for just the one membership fee. And then you can have personalized instruction if you need that, which I haven't even taken advantage of. And so, like, I'm talking about there are cooking classes, there are accountability calls. All of these are optional and available to you for that membership. So what happened for me? When I jumped on the Jumpstart program, I finally, my body changed after years, after decades. My body finally feels like it's going back to me. I feel like me again. I started to lose weight again. Just And this is, guys, remember that I don't do anything 100%. Remember that I'm a little bit of a cheater. This is with a fair amount of cheating. I mean, I was pretty good, okay? I'm not telling people to go out there and cheat. I was pretty good. But generally speaking, I am in this for life. And maybe that's a good thing, because maybe that's why I have been like following the plan for months and months and months, is because I know I can cheat and it's not going to derail me, and it's not going to make me gain all the weight again and feel yucky again. It's because I know that that's not going to happen, that my body has changed and it has a little bit of flexibility, just like when we were young. Remember the flexibility you had when you were young? You could eat different things, you could really get more out of your body when you were young, and you could mistreat it a little bit, and it wouldn't punish you. Well, I had gotten to the point where my body was holding me accountable for everything I did. Well, now it's back to what feels like its youthful self. I know I'm aging still, but this is different. Do you know how it is? I've been seeing pictures of myself, like when we took our family to Disneyland, and there's all the pictures everyone is taking, and then also just how I feel, how my clothes fit, how like different things are, like the belly going away, the jiggliness being less. Like I said out loud to my husband, I feel lean. I feel leaner. I still have some weight to lose, but yippee skippy, it's happening. So I'm on that road, and even with the extra weight, I feel different. Like my clothes fit different. I move different. I don't have the pain. Oh, in another video, I detailed how my A1C is now normal. I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. I had the tests done, and then I had them done later to see, to make sure. And that's ancient history. My blood pressure is going down, guys. I do have a little tweak that I think is helping with that, and I'll share that in another video that isn't part of the program, because that was being a little bit stubborn. But the main reason I think that these changes are happening is because of the core requirements of the Jumpstart program and the plant-wise plate, which keeps your fat lower and keeps your fiber higher and keeps your protein a little bit higher. So even without exercising, I just started the exercising, so I can't attribute any of this to that. Even without the exercising, I am feeling the leanness. I'm feeling, guys, when the fat starts to disappear when that visceral fat starts to go away, you can tell when your belly gets smaller, and you feel it in everything. You feel it in your forearms and in your calves, and it just instinctively, something is different. When that goes away, there is a kind of a lightness that comes not just to your body, but to your soul as well. You know that you are more healthy. You know that you are giving yourself more time and more quality time in your life. You know that you are making the choices, and it's not hard choices. This is a fun plan. This is a plan that is so doable and so delightful that you really think to yourself, huh, there really was a magic bullet. There really was a special lever I could pull that would change everything. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a nutritionist. But I have studied this for years, and I have experimented for years with all kinds of different things. This is something that I believe would improve the life of every single person who put it to the test. You don't want to say that the results would be exactly the same as mine, but I know it would improve the lives of every single person who tried it. And so with that recommendation, I have to say, go to plantwise.com, and I recommend the membership. It's a monthly membership, and you'll be spending money, but cancel everything else in your life that you're spending money on to have that in your life, because it will change everything. I don't mean to be flippant. Money is so difficult. It's hard for me too. I do not sign up for things like this lightly. In fact, I never have, actually. I've never signed up for something like this online. I've just told myself I can't afford it. This, thankfully, I decided to give a try, and it was only because I had met Allie and I had seen several of her workshops, and I knew I could cancel if I wanted to, and I deemed that it was like a pretty good bet, and it was. So let me see. I think that's it. I don't know you, but I feel a little bit of an affinity with you, because I know what it feels like. And not everyone here has the same struggles I do, but I know what it feels like to be just a little bit bewildered, to be a little bit like, where do I go now? To have felt like I ran into a wall, and to not know what I could try next to make things better, and to be confused when I hear all the voices online. I see all of the programs, and even among my friends, so many people follow this doctor or that doctor, or take this supplement, or follow this program, and all of them cost money, and I didn't know what to do. And I feel really, really blessed to have found this program and to be living the life that I'm living. And I'm sorry to get emotional. This is nuts. This is just a really good program, and I'm sorry. But anyway, I appreciate you, and I feel an affinity with you, and I'm sorry that I have talked, but hopefully you won't mind when you go check things out over there. And one more time, please don't forget us. We have some very helpful things here too, and we want to be a part of your world, and we will do everything that we can. We are in this journey together. Have a happy day, everybody. I hope that I've said all I wanted to say. Thanks.